Hey, what's up? This is David Taub from Next Level Guitar, and we are here today in the Paul Reed Smith room in Van Nuys, California at the 2018 AMP show, and I am with Emil from Paul Reed Smith. What's up, Emil?
How's it going?
Right on. How's the show going so far here?
It's great. It's great.
Awesome. And I see you have the full Monty complement of all the PRS amp lines. I see the Archons, the new MT15. You brought the whole shooting match today, huh?
Yeah, everything's great.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about this guy?
Well, it's definitely the Sonzera 20 is one that I really enjoy playing because I don't know, I just kind of gravitate towards it. I like the size of it, I like the weight of it, which is silly to say, but it does matter. It does break up a little different than a 50 watt or 100 watt amp, of course. So to me, the reverb is a highlight. It breaks up a little bit. It's a little bit kind of a dirty style clean, which is what I'm into. You know, it sounds like something that is more of like a throwback, like a cranked combo amp from back in the day with tubes, that sort of thing, even when it's at a lower volume. 6L6s, you know, we got 6L6. We have the 12AX7. And it's a 12-inch V-type speaker, which is really dope sounding. So there's a global presence, there's a global reverb, which is great, and then there's your typical EQ, and it's really about it. There is a volume, like kind of a gain for each channel. The clean I'm a fan of. You have your bass and treble, your volume. If you push the volume on the clean, of course, it's going to break up and be awesome. That's the sound that I like, especially because it's 20 watts, so it's not completely unmanageable when you do push it up enough to break.
You could use this for bedroom playing as well as small gigs.
Yeah, you can compete with a drummer for sure. That's my measure for an amplifier, especially since now we're dealing with, I guess, things being, what would you call it, economically viable. People want to play smaller amps with less wattage. And the problem with the smaller amps with less wattage is a lot of times if you don't have a good monitor guy or if you're not using in-ears, you're just kind of screwed. You're going to have to be guessing at what you're playing, say goodbye to your bends because the drummer's cymbals will totally just take it all away from you. So for me, it's a loud 20. It's a loud 20 watt amp, and it competes with the drummer, and that's pretty much the benchmark for me judging, like, will I actually play this amp, you know?
Right. So you can use it for bedroom practice. You could use it at rehearsals on up to small gigs. Right. So that's awesome. And I see also 2 independent channels, which is really important. So you have a separate EQ for each channel, so no shared EQ.
There is an effects loop. I'm one of those, I guess at this point you can call it old school people that really enjoys reverb or delay, time-based effects going through the effects loop. I have to have an effects loop, although I am a fan of what it sounds like when you smash like a delay through the front of the amp as well. It's just a different thing. And if you want true clean reverbs and delays, the effects loop is the way to go, and this amp definitely has one. So.
to me this amp has the killer cleans. The 6L6 is obviously awesome, and then you're getting quite a bit of drive, even with the gain at 50%. So you could use this amp, it seems, clean stuff, jazzy, bluesy, even into the rock realm. Is that kind of why it was designed, to kind of be like this versatile kind of tool?
That's the exact reason why it was designed. I mean, the whole idea is that, I mean, you don't need to really own 2, 3, 4 amps to get, you know, one kind of, especially smaller clubs, in my opinion. The pickups that I'm using are lower output as well. That should be added. So there is a substantial amount of gain at lower and higher volumes. And of course, if you crank the power section, you're going to get more, I guess you could call it natural gain, sustain and things like that. And it actually, the amp, for my ears, the amp cleans up the louder you go with it and the more you back off the actual gain on the dirt channel. But also it has a nice breakup on the clean channel when you crank it, and that's sort of, to me, that's where the magic happens. You mix a little bit of reverb and treat it like it's overdrive, and to me, that's the secret to make this thing do what I want it to do, you know.
Awesome, and at $799 with the effects loop, $799 retail with the effects loop, the 2 independent channels. That's quite a good bang for the buck.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and I do think the size of it is really cool too. Like the size of the actual amp. Like if you look at it, you think there's a 10-inch speaker in it, but it's a 12-inch speaker. But it needs to be versatile, pretty much, because I mean, if you make your living, or you're just a hobbyist playing guitar and playing music in general, then I mean, you need something that can do a little bit of everything.
So I want to thank Emil and the rest of the guys here at the Paul Reed Smith booth at the 2018 LA Amp Show. Be sure I'll put some more links in the cards above to some more Paul Reed Smith products like the MT15 amp review, also the Archon. I'll put some other lessons there. Be sure to like, subscribe, and also leave a comment below. Let us know what you'd like to see in coming videos, lessons, reviews, and let us know how you like this one also. We appreciate that so much. I'm David Taub from nextlevelguitar.com, and we will see you next time.